Okay, you weren't gonna let it happen twice in a row. Hey, Moni, how are you? Good evening. Number one, once again, cheers. Oh, goodness, I had to go put on a robe because I don't want any mishaps happening. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, how are you, Moni? Hmm. She's saying I want to take this off. No free advertising. Who else is here? Who else do we have in the building? Some shy people. Okay, well, whoever's here, if you don't know, today, well, it's technically Wrap It Up Wednesday, but because tomorrow is the day before a holiday, it's we did it a day early. So cheers to Wrap It Up Wednesday, where we go through all the topics that we covered pretty much in the past week and do a Q&A and all that great stuff. And I'm even going to try to bring people up on the stage this time. So um, we'll see how that works. I'll put a link in a couple minutes. But cheers to Tuesday. Most people, this is pretty much their Thursday because so many people have our Friday, Thursday and Friday. So yeah, so it's like their Thursday, so they'll have a long weekend. So I hope you all have a good long weekend. We're back tomorrow at 10:30, but we're off on Thursday. So let me see who else is here. Hey, Lorinda, welcome back. Good to see you. WM, hey, welcome back. Hey, Patricia, welcome to the Gemstones. Welcome to the Gemstones. You are officially a gemstone, so welcome. Um, yes, she's saying hi to everyone. Hey, Cynthia, welcome back. Welcome back to you as well. Oh, goodness, today has been a day, a day full of news, a day full of, for me, activity as it relates to our community. I had two great consultation calls. And what else did I do today? So I'm glad we're having, this Wrap It Up Wednesday because, well, Wrap It Up Tuesday, because there's been so many comments that I have not been able to get to or look at or anything. And that literally is messing with my psyche because I do want to be able to respond to people and communicate with people. But it's a lot. It's a lot of people. And so, hey, Casper, welcome back. Good to see you. So as we go through, the questions that came up this week, I'll at least be able to like the ones, that are complimentary or informative, and thumbs down the ones that aren't. So I am drinking a Sauvignon Blanc. It's inexpensive. Oyster Bay, I think, is the brand. It's the what is it's from 2023. So nothing special, but I definitely need it. Last week I had, what did I have? An Aperol Spritz, and I barely drank it. I ended up pouring most of it out. But I'll probably finish this within the next 20 minutes. So, okay. Hey, W Squared. Yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. And you know what? I'm going to get started. But I know a few people just came in. So tonight, I'm even going to try to bring, if you have questions or if you have information or suggestions, I'm going to put a link. Matter of fact, let me try to do that now. And then when I go through everything, it's going to probably take me another 10 minutes to go through everything. So I'm just going to pin a link at the top. And you can join. Let me see if I can pin. No, see, it's not even letting me pin. I don't know why. It's acting like I'm a foreign person. So, anyway, so there's the link for you to join the conversation. You don't have to be, you can have an avatar or whatever. But if you have a question or if you have recommendations or whatever, come up. Let's share. Let's all drop gems together. And so tonight is going to be, I think actually this is like, I won't say my favorite, but I like to be able to have just a little bit more relaxed time with everyone and just not have to be so worried about my notes and making sure I'm hitting all the topics. So it's a more relaxed vibe. So thank you for coming. So like I said, we're going to do this every Wednesday at 10 p.m. And it makes time. I have some people on the West Coast that are just mad at me because, our 7 o'clock is their 4 p.m. and they're still at work or driving in traffic or whatever. And so I said, at least one day a week, I'm going to do a later meetup. And I think this is perfect because if they're unable to catch what we do at 7 p.m. during the week, we can do a recap and the Q&A and all of that great stuff. So every Wednesday, 10 p.m., meet us here, except for Christmas. Like Christmas is on a Wednesday, New Year's is on a Wednesday. So no, we won't be here then. But we'll edit the date like we did this week as well. I already said I'm going to share the link for anyone who wants to join on stage. You're more than welcome. And no pressure, this is the first week and hopefully everything works out. But just in case you want to, because sometimes it's hard for me to understand what you're typing, or even if it's delayed when I read it, I don't know what you're referring to. So I think this is be a little more seamless. And then tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., we're going to talk about what's really happening between Mexico and the U.S. Now, I am going to show this. I'm going to show this screen because some of you may not be aware of what is some of the talks. So let me go ahead and present this. Share screen, share screen, share screen. Now I got to bring it to the stage, add to the stage. There we go. So I'm not sure if y'all have been seeing the news reports today, but these tariffs by the Grump has the Mexican president clapping back. And so how does she plan to retaliate? Well, we'll talk about all of that tomorrow. We'll also talk about, what's happening as far as people from the US entering into Mexico, because there are some changes. So we're going to talk about that at 10:30 tomorrow morning. If you can't make that, always catch the replay. And so, as you can see, I'm not going to go into any of the articles, but it says Mexico dares Trump to try and see havoc of starting tariff war. So yeah, we're it's some interesting times, So I had two Mexico residency consultations today. And when I tell you, they are like ready to get everything done before the end of the year. And I don't blame them. So the other thing I wanted to do, I always forget to introduce myself. Oh my gosh, because there are people here that have no idea who I am. Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Kim, AKA Kim with the Gems. There is no bright light tonight. Tonight is a chill vibe with the Wrap It Up Wednesday, but today's Tuesday. On this channel, we talk all things wellness, travel, and finance from a cultural perspective and from a Black woman's point of view. I am also the founder of Black Travel and Culture Community and Brand. We've been around since 2017. We've been sharing all of the nuggets, the gems, and the tips to our community since then. So I always like to say I'm really not new to this. This has been a passion of mine for a very, 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 very long time, and a business of mine since 2017. So that's who I am. And if you can just tell, I know most of you are, I think. I haven't looked at the comments in the section, but if you could just let me know in the comments where you are tapping in from. I always like to know where the audience is, and it gives me like a insight as to the community that we're building here. So if you could just put where you're tapping in from, that would be great. I've already dropped the link in the chat. If you want to come up and ask questions after we go over some, a few things that we need to go over. feel free to come up. And my goal during these lives is to really just expose more of us to the options that are available to us based on my knowledge. Now, I'm not saying that I know everything, but I do know some things, and I've been through some things. Some of you know I'm a Mexican resident. I did my residency process on my own in 2022. So I started here in the US and I had to complete it in Mexico. Guadalajara is where I chose to stay for a few months and check out the city. And that's where I completed the process. And then I had to go back to Guadalajara in December of last year to renew my 1-year residency and extend it into 3 more years. After the 3 years in 2027, I can then turn that temporary residency into permanent residency. And so I share on this channel how you could do it yourself. If you want to hire someone, I have those names as well. And so I want to build this community to teach us to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. And that's the overarching theme. So the playlist series, which is called Move Abroad Gems, is all based on us staying ready so we don't have to get ready. And so what I'm going to do right now is just review the videos the lives that we had this week for those of you that are new, just to see the topics, the content. If it's something that you feel, you connect with, I only ask that you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you know when we go live again, which is technically every day for the foreseeable future, with the exception of major holidays. Also, leave comments, leave questions in the comment section, and share this with someone that you think can benefit from the information. That's the beauty in the comments that I'm seeing. So many people are saying, my sister sent this to me, my friend sent this to me. Oh my God, like that just totally gives me all the gas that I need to keep going. And so I am going to first start off showing the recap of the topics that we discussed during this week. I'm not going to go into details. I'm just going to give you the topics, and then we will go ahead and get into the Q&A, bring people up to the stage. You have to hit the link, and then I can bring you up. But let me get to my channel. 1 second. There we go. Let's get to the lives. Okay, perfect. So I have to bring this up in StreamYard. Hold on 1 second. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. Share. Perfect. Now, I have to bring back up to the stage. Hold on. I always forget to do that. Add to stage. There we go. So we're just going to go over the last few, I think it was like 6 or 7 videos. So as I said, every week on Wednesday, we will be back here to go over our Gemstones community chat, and we'll review comments and also frequently asked questions, and then live questions from the audience. So this was our last chat. So after that, we had a live that shared the worst countries for Black Americans to live. Just tips again, and these are not my rankings. These are rankings based on a cumulative response from people. Some of these places I truly don't agree with. Like I think Italy is one that we went over, and I absolutely love Italy. But check out the 5 countries that often rank high for worst countries for Black Americans to live. Also, we had an 8-step to a smooth exit video that went over 2 hours. Yeah, we had a time. We had a time these past days, boy. The time was just flying by. 2 hours for multiple videos. This one was 2 hours and 14 minutes. Digital nomad tips for Black women who want to exit the US. And of course, these tips can apply to men as well. But like I stated in the video, I get this question a lot. I've never gotten this question from a man. So that's why it was targeted to women, but if it's open to everyone. Then Saturday, Black people, it's okay to bounce. let's review our future and what it may look like. And so we talked about Project 2025 and the Great Purge. And so we're going to do that coming up Saturday. Again, we're going to break down more of Project 2025 and how women overall will be affected. So the time hasn't been confirmed yet for Saturday, but always come to my community page and you'll find the information there. Then after that, and that was 2 hours and 7 minutes. Good Lord. And then the next day, we were all together for 2 hours and 14 minutes, almost 15 minutes, when we talked about self-defense strategies for Black women so we can stay ready. It was titled F Around and Find Out Tips for Black Women Who Want to Stay Safe. Next, we were live for 2 hours and 46 minutes. I'm laughing because it really doesn't seem like that until after the fact that I'm like, it's 12 something. Anyway, but so this was yesterday. Was this yesterday? I think, yeah, this was yesterday. We went over myths versus facts about countries that are often labeled as dangerous and how to research on your own the statistics, because a lot of times it's not always what it appears to be. There's, financial reasons why these places get travel advisory warnings. There's racism reasons why these places get travel advisory warnings. So check that out and find out myth versus fact. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get into the comments and then we'll, cool. So Casper, did I do W Skid? Yep, we're back. Okay, that's the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to, come up, just go ahead and click that and I will add you to the stage. Let me remove this. Oh, thank you. And I don't know how to pronounce your name. Eliel? Thank you. And I think you mean YouTube channel. I hope so. But thank you. Listen, W Squared, listen. I started off saying that yesterday, right? 2 hours later, we were still here. So I'm not making any promises tonight on what time I'm jumping off, but we'll see how it goes. Hey, Libra, welcome to the family. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, South Carolina. Oh, welcome, WM. That's where my parents are from, South Carolina. I spent many summers down there as a child. Hey, Cynthia, ATL. Yes, that's my ATLian. Hey, Stephanie, Cali. See, I get my Cali people when I come on late. Thank you for joining, Stephanie, and welcome to the Gemstone family. Casper, that's right. You're in cold Michigan. Yep, LaRonda is from Maryland. Welcome back. You're close to the border in Phoenix, Arizona. Wow, that has got to be interesting. As a New Yorker, seeing, the influx, I can't even imagine that it still doesn't compare to, I'm sure, what you're going through there. Oh, hey, Patricia, you're calling in or tapping in from Pennsylvania. Long Island, yes, my New Yorker. That's W Squared. That is my New Yorker. Welcome back. Congratulations, Kim, on being foresightful and proactive. Oh, thank you. It's all divine. It's all divine. I take no credit. Like even this mission right here. And for those who are new tonight, I'm sharing that. It literally came on me like one day and it was like, I had to do this and not just do it, but do it in a way that it challenged me. Coming on live every day, having the research and the information prepared is not an easy feat. And I'm not a live person. Like if you look at my history, there's not a lot of lives. There's a lot of content, but it's not a lot of lives because lives typically, since YouTube changed the layout and lives don't appear on the home channel page, viewership drops. And so, this is all divine. So Oh, thank you so much. Hold on. Yes, W squared, please. Yes, please hit the like button. It helps. It's less for vanity because I don't even keep my likes visible because I don't need to, but YouTube needs to see it so that they can push it out to other people. And so I would appreciate if you could hit the like and subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. K Mehert K Salam. Salam. Hey, welcome. I don't think you were here before. You've been watching for a bit, heading back to Mexico for the second time in January. We'll be there a month. Do you think traveling there will be an issue for us? I'm American native. Tune in tomorrow at 10:30 or catch the replay. I don't want to give away. I don't think it'll be a problem for you to travel there. But there are some things that are changing, and I'm in a lot of communities where there are immigration officers, there are attorneys that are sharing. I was actually on a consultation call today when I got a email or notification from one of the facilitators that they are scheduled to release the financial solvency requirements for residency in Mexico the first week in December, and they're expecting a 12% increase. So I'm in a lot of these chats with a lot of insider information, so to speak. I don't want to make it seem like, this is coming straight from the president, but there are people that are in the, close to the immigration offices that are aware of things. So I will be talking about them tomorrow at 10:30. West Coast here, all of us aren't mad about the time. Well, no, there are some people that really wanted to join, but because most of the time, the majority of the time that we go live or have been going live has been around like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's just not feasible for people who want to join live from the West Coast or even from the Midwest to, join. So I appreciate that. And I'm ready for bed, but my lips are dry. Hold on one second. And I truly did not, I don't wash my face and everything, but okay. Hey, welcome, Philly, Illydale. Good to see you. Myself, just me, Veronica. What do you think of Veracruz, Mexico? I just had a conversation about Veracruz with one of my clients today. I think it's a great place, and I don't know like what your needs, wants, and all of that are, but based on theirs, I actually brought up Veracruz to them. So I think I like Veracruz for them. Buenas noches, Anita. And YTF. Okay, so we already had a conversation about me and acronyms. I'm the one that may say, oh, he had ESPN instead of ESP. So YTF. WTF, I know that, but what is YTF? My parents too, South Carolina. Oh, okay, yes. Spartanburg. Okay, we're Horry County, Myrtle Beach. So, hey, neighbor. I'm glad you're here too. Perfect. Wonderful. You'll tune in tomorrow. You're in New York as well. Hey, New Yorker. Hey, neighbors. I got 2 neighbors in here. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and go over the Q&A first. Another thing I always forget to do, when you get a chance, check out the description. There are resources there. So like I mentioned, I do consultations for Mexican people who are serious about learning more or putting together a plan to get their residency in Mexico. I also do, because of this group, last week I brought back general consulting because I was just exclusively doing consultant work for Mexican residency. But then there were other people, they were like, can I hire you, this and that. So if you look in the description, there's that as well. They're both $50 off until Monday, which I think is the first or second. There's also resource guides, the From Here to There resource guides with clickable links to the top 8 most popular destinations for Black people who want to expat or, leave the country, expatriate, or bop around or take a sabbatical, chill out for a while. And they're clickable links with most of the common information you would need. That's on sale until Friday. It's under $13 now. It goes up $5 on Friday. And then there's an accountability workbook as well as a manifestation guide that I use. So y'all think I'm playing. I don't be playing with y'all. Like, this is the manifestation guide that I use. It's 300 things, a high volume manifestation journal and tracker with motivational quotes and Bible scriptures. And it challenges you to think out the box and think bigger. So the reason why I said yes to this mission, if you would have saw what I put in my in this book last year, the end of last year, and I was coming up to the end of this year, and some of those goals were not met as far as like teaching people about this and how many people I wanted to bring into this movement. Listen, be careful what you ask for or what you wish for or what you pray for, because it's kind of scary. And so you can check the description box for all of those things. And so 2 more came in. Okay. YouTube family. Oh, YouTube family. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get into the Q&A. And then if you have any questions, if you don't want to come up on stage, go ahead and put them in the comment section. Right now, I won't be able to see them because I'm pulling up the Q&As from the channel, and I can't see the chat box until I come back to it. So let me go to community, and then we'll just quickly go. See, I tend to start reading and then I'll start responding. But today we're just going to go through what the people are saying. If there's a question that I can answer swiftly, then I'm going to do that. But I don't want to get stuck on emotion or anything like that. So let me go ahead and pull this page up to the stage. Okay. Present, share screen, YouTube community tab, share, and then add to stage. Hold on. Perfect. Okay, so let's just get into it. I have to go back to the big page. Okay, so this was in response to for Black people to get prepared now. Someone said, I'm terrified. Yes, we are getting our daughters. I am renewing mine. So I think they're talking about the passports. For those of you that are new, there's a whole video about passport changes that are here, what Black Americans should do now. And check that video out. There's other documents that we talked about getting copies of, making sure we have in our possessions, because truth be told, when they start rounding up and picking people up off the street, we're not going to be dealing with nice people. We're not going to be dealing with people, I'm American. Especially when they're going to be rounding up Haitians, they're going to be rounding up our Latin family. I'll say family. We're all going to be in this together. That's why I'm saying family. So have your paper, your documents in order. Check out the passport video with the changes. And then the first video that I did a couple Sundays ago that started this series, 5 things that Black Americans should do now. Check that out. So someone says, what if someone has a passport, but it's been expired for 10 years or more? She also changed her maiden name recently. Should she get a new one completely or renew it and make an update? And the new name, which one is cheaper to do? So they only have one option. So she must renew over 10 years expired. So if anyone had that question, I just answered it for you. Thanks so much. New to the channel, great content. Thanks. Now we're going to get into the spicy comments in a minute, because trust and believe, we get them. Or I get them, I should say. Someone else said, thanks for sharing such valuable information. Just a quick off-topic question. I have a SafePal wallet with USDT. And I have the seed phase. Alarm. Okay, that's too technical. I'm gonna have to get to that. Someone else is saying that they didn't know something. They learned something from this video. I don't at 11:09 mark. I don't know what it is. We're not going to check that out. Someone else says, I agree. There are natural things that we need to prepare for. However, what we need to prepare for more than anything in life is to meet the Lord, our God, in peace. And I believe you. Absolutely. As a believer, I absolutely believe so. But we also need to stay ready down here too. I am so sorry for your loss, sweetheart. Also, for those of you that don't know, had a really close family member that we lost on Thursday. Actually, the funeral was today in South Carolina. But due to the holidays, travel, and all of that, couldn't make it. So I attended that online today. So thank you. That is so sweet. Look at the community. Look at my gemstones. I love it. I did not know about the rankings. Thank you. Was not aware of the rankings of the country. Changing of the guard. That's right. A changing of the guard is coming. I am Puerto Rican and concerned of having my citizenship revoked. Listen. He gets it or she gets it. I don't know. It's a picture of a dog, so I don't know if it's he or she. But it's not just Mexicans that that's what they want you to believe. But they are going to be snatching people up left and right. So get your house in order. Get your paperwork together. Quiet as is kept. Passport cards are not accepted everywhere in Mexico on land crossings. I had a friend who traveled over there and she had to contact her husband because she was not able to board an airplane from that specific city they were in because of the passport ID card. Just putting information out there so people won't get stuck. Yeah, I think I definitely said that. You can't use a passport card for air travel, only land crossings in Mexico, Canada. And then someone did correct me. There are some Caribbean destinations that you can use it as well, but you can't fly with it if you're flying international. They care if Black people leave this country, which is one issue of reparations. Get those reparations and get out of Dodge. Okay, you sit here waiting for some reparations with this new administration that we have. You sit here and listen. Did y'all hear that Walmart cut out their DEI or announced that they cut out DEI completely from their corporate strategy? They announced it today, Walmart. So if you think you're getting DEI, sweetie, child, you better go get your DEI out. Not if you think you're getting reparations, you better get your reparations out the stock market. You're not going to get it for the foreseeable future because this administration is going to have such a long-lasting effect on this country and race relations. But I appreciate your comment. One day as I was leaving the post office, I heard one audible word, passport. It took me 3 weeks. I never wanted to get one, but got it. Praise God. Listen, better safe than sorry. Listen, we don't know what's going to happen to the value or the strength of our passports in the U.S., but until things change right now, it's a very strong passport and we can get around many, many countries. And so please do yourself a favor and do that. If for nothing else, ID purposes. But yeah, I need some help when it comes to getting a passport for my daughter. I don't talk to her dad, nor do I know where he is. Can you advise the best way to get her passport without him? Yes, his name is in her birth certificate. Yeah, that's challenging. If anyone is in the community and wants to share in the comments or come up and answer this, I do believe there will probably be some legal I know. So from what I remember, you have to serve them or try to serve them or prove that you have tried to locate them. When that doesn't happen after a certain amount of time, then there's other avenues that you can take, but I don't know the details of it. And so let me just say, not sure of the details, but I do know that it will take time and you will have to get the courts involved. Let me just do that. Okay. Also, get fit and healthy and check yourself for any ongoing or future health problems. Folks, we have to be strong to deal with what is coming 100%. And that's why this channel covers 3 pillars: wellness, travel, and finance. Health is really what made this page really get the 3,000 subscribers that we have. It has since taken off amazing, which I appreciate, but I do believe in sharing. I have health playlists as well. There are definitely things that we need to be conscious of, and we definitely cannot rely on the healthcare system because things are about to change. And so check out the other video that I did about affordable countries with affordable healthcare, because that also gives you options as long as you have a passport. Someone else said, I'm new to your channel, loving it. Good morning. I did not know the U.S. standings for the passport. Hi, Kim. I'm new to your page. School me. What is the deal about how many pages you have or don't have? Okay, so she's talking about the passport, and I did a part of the video, the passport video, the live. There's certain things that will invalidate your passport even if you have one. So you need to check those things out. If you have 2 pages or less blank in your passport, it could be deemed invalid by many countries. They will not let you in. So if you need to get more pages, you can do that. You can request that without having to get a whole new passport, I believe. And so you just go to the U.S. State Department's website, and all that information will be shared there. So there's quite a few instances where even if you have a passport, make sure it's in great condition. Make sure your dog didn't chew on it. Make sure your baby didn't put crayon marks in it. Make sure there's no rips and tears. Make sure it has not expired. Make sure you have enough pages. So there's quite a few things that even if you have it, you have to confirm that you don't need another one because it's invalid. I knew about the ranking system. This is the reason I'm working on getting my German citizenship through descent. It is so important to have more than one passport. Yeah, I mean, to have more than one passport takes a while. You need citizenship. I don't talk about citizenship on this channel because it's not easy to do, especially in strong countries. And even in not so strong, countries that are not as strong as the US. And a lot of places, they require you to speak the language. So if it's not an English speaking country and you're not bilingual or trilingual or whatever, then you have to study until you become bilingual, trilingual. So this is the path of least resistance, residency, and that's what I focus on. But definitely, if you're able to get citizenship, so that's one of the topics we are going to cover in the lives. There are a lot of countries. Countries for us probably would be related to, the motherland. And there's certain countries in the motherland that will offer you citizenship if you can prove that you are a descendant of that particular country or tribe or, et cetera, et cetera. Someone else said, renew my passport several months ago, got it in 2 weeks. Passport card lost in the mail, called them, gave me email instructions, went to the post office and helped me with the form, and I got it after 2 weeks. Customer service are very polite and nice. Hats off with their customer service. I love, testimonies like that. So he had a challenge and he was able to resolve it, get his passport, renewed his passport, got it in 2 weeks. Yesterday was 2 weeks for me. I still haven't gotten mine yet, but I'm sure people since, what happened 2 weeks ago, they have been flooding the offices trying to get theirs taken care of. So I love when people come here and share their experiences. Someone said, all that said, I do recommend getting seeds and learning how to grow and can things, making sure you have secure accounts, getting any medical appointments done in the next 2 months, stocking up on meal or meds and supplements. Also, please stop going to places alone and at night. Also, check the places you go to here to see if there are bad cops or sundown towns, etc. 100%. And so If you are new here, I also talk about, this channel is not only about moving abroad, it's about evaluating your situation, understanding what moves you have to make, and start making them now. So if you are at a company that you know is a super racist company, right? You may not have known so much before what happened with Grump, right? But you definitely know now. And you know that you are a target. Why sit there and be a lame duck? Start planning your next move. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Rather that's getting another job, rather that's starting your own business, whatever it looks like, set a goal and try to get to that. The same with your neighborhood. We talked about this, I don't know if it was yesterday, the other day, but if you are in a neighborhood, I gave the example, I'm in another group, someone was talking about, they're in Virginia, they were talking about their son playing football. After the Grump, got put in, or named, the change of the guard, they started having a huge police presence at their football game. I've heard other stories that people, remember those who joined the other night, I showed what happened in Beverly Hills at the high school with the Grumpers, high school students coming in and terrorizing and bullying the Black kids at Beverly Hills High School. But the blame is being put on the teacher, a teacher who was Black, who stated that if anything happens to her or her son or her family, or, her or her child, that her family they're coming back to take care of it. But she didn't say, like, they're going to pume, none of that, but it's her fault. She was the aggressor. So things like that, if you know you're in situations like that, this is not a game. Start planning what that exit may look like. Do you want to move, to the town over? Do you want to move to the state over? Do you want to move where you have a bigger community of family and friends, even if it's not abroad? Because I know 100%, everyone's not leaving the country. But please protect these babies. Please protect yourself. That's why I'm doing videos like the how to stay safe videos on it. Anyway, like I said, I'm not supposed to ramble, but I agree with that comment 100%. And I'm gonna come look at questions and give me like 5 more comments. No, I'm gonna go through 10 more comments and then come look at the questions on screen. I see a lot of comments about passports and such, and all you need to be aware, many countries are taking steps to limit or ban Americans. You need more than a passport to live abroad, and there is a lot of Black American and general anti-American sentiment worldwide. Also, never forget the ability of the government to help us has lessened considerably over the last 30 years. And the incoming admin won't help if there are any situations in another country. I agree with everything he said. That is exactly why, in addition to preaching from the rafters, please get your passport, I am also preaching from the rafters, get residency someplace else as well. Because a passport only gives you X amount of time in a country. So certain countries may give you 30 days. Certain countries may give you 3 months. Certain countries may give you 6 months. And that could change at any time, or it could change the day you arrive. So you don't have any control over how long your visa is going to be accepted. A lot of EU countries now are going to require Americans starting mid-2025 to get visas. So they're going to control how much time we could spend in that country easily. And so in addition to the passport, absolutely, if you are interested in having a plan B, residency is paramount. And that is why I focused my strategy calls specifically. Like, I took all my other calls off the calendar to only focus on Mexican strategy calls because of what happened a couple weeks ago. I opened it back up because people asked me to, but 100% I agree. So let me go ahead and like his. Someone else said they did not know about that. Somebody else said single Black retired man looking for warm climate year round. I hear you, brother. That is absolutely, that sounds good to me. Someone else said I didn't know about rankings. Our family stays ready. The latest is I got my new baby, her passport and the card. Passport makes you a citizen. The passport card makes you a U.S. national. There's a difference. You only need a passport book. The passport books are greater than passport cards. So if it's, I always say this, if you can't afford the extra $30 with no problem, go ahead and get it. But if that $30 can help you someplace else, you don't need it. Passport book is definitely much more important. Also, if you do your that's the federal search, it's free. I forgot the acronym. I told y'all, me and acronyms are not the best of friends. And attach it to your passport upon travel. It makes your status do not detain. I did one for everyone in the family. Okay, let me just go ahead. I'm going to screenshot this because I need to confirm what that stands for, and maybe bring it to y'all. Finances, yeah, we talked about finances. I don't remember what we said, but okay. Take care of us. Everyone else is doing it for their community. 100%. You are absolutely right. What if the 5 years is up? Can you still renew? No, not of course. So you have 5 years from the date that your passport expires to renew it without having to go through the whole process of getting a new one. And you can renew online. So that's the big caveat right there. You don't have to go into a passport agency and all that other stuff. Not according to the U.S. Department of State. Okay. What about child custody? This seems to be maybe that's a topic. Listen, I may need to have to find a specialist to talk about that because I think I've seen that. I started seeing that when I first started having the passport conversation. So child custody questions. Okay. And then I'll do 2 more and then I'll come back to look to see what what y'all are saying. Gonna look into it, but I know it's complicated. Okay, so 2 more. I had no idea of the ranking. Thanks. I did not know about the ranking. Would a Black couple, male and female, be treated differently than a single Black woman? I don't know where they're talking about, so let's go ahead and see what y'all are saying. Okay. You said Buenos noches, South Carolina, Spartanburg. Glad to be here. Thanks. I'll tune in tomorrow from New York. So that YouTube family, right? Okay, so that YouTube family. Thank you guys for educating me. The lady with the absent father, I would advise she call the U.S. Department of State. There used to be a form you could fill out stating he's absent and don't know where he is. Oh, thank you, LaRonda. I totally appreciate that. It's not letting me pin comments, but or maybe it did. No, it's not. Okay, hopefully it did. Thank you. After your passport, tourist visa, then apply for temporary residency if you want. I don't, which countries are you talking about? WM. Are you talking, I don't, so there's different systems for different countries. And so, yeah. But mostly, you're right. That's how it works in Mexico. But certain countries don't even allow temporary residency. So I'm not sure exactly which country you were referring to. So yeah. So let's go ahead and look at some of the spicy comments. And I think they're going to be spicy. Some of them, they hold them and they're not really spicy. So someone tried to, oh, that's my girl. So I don't know why. Oh, because you can't put a link if it's not your channel. I'm never return. Oh, okay. I'm never returning to USA. Can y'all see this? Let me make sure. Hold on. Yes, for Mexico. Yes, 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 Mexico. WM. You're absolutely right. Okay. Are y'all looking at what I'm looking at? Yeah, okay. I'm never returning to USA. I've escaped almost 4 years, never going back. My daughter is safer away from the HE double hockey sticks. US. Listen, I don't know why they held that. Oh, because they're listen, she could go on the page. Okay, someone else says Italy doesn't like American people, black or white, especially military, always travel in groups of 3 or more for safety reasons. That wasn't my experience, and I've been there multiple times. But like I said, that's why you have to go places and test it out yourself. Like I've been, for those of you who haven't been on this channel before, I've been to Tuscany. I'm still friends with people I met there. Um, I was just in Milan a year ago. I've been to Rome. I've been to Florence. I've been to Capri. I've been to, oh my gosh, near Capri. I can't think of the name right now. And when I tell you, I did not have one bad experience, except for in Milan when I told you guys, it wasn't even Italian. They looked Indian, or he looked Indian. So, again, it's definitely your experience. And I know people that live in Italy and literally would never come back here. So I don't know what part of Italy she's talking about, but that definitely, I'm just going to let her. I'll put that on the page. So YouTube holds certain things. Like I don't even have a super strict whole thing. I just have, but anyway, I don't know why that was held. Kimberland here. Thank you so much for this video. And this was the passport video. You popped up in my suggestions, and I will definitely be sending people your way. I live in Colombia, and have been working to get my people out as I see what is ahead in the US. The video was extremely helpful. Oh my gosh, y'all gonna make me cry. Helpful in giving information and actionable steps for those who are needing to get prepared. I'll be adding this to one of my playlists so my people can connect with you. God, and why did they hold this as potentially inappropriate? Oh, they don't want us to win. They don't want us to win. Grunt will destroy us, making this a great land. Reality effed up. Okay, I understand why that was held. I went and received my new passport. At some point, there will be a mass exodus, escaping. You see this word, I can't say it, DEA, and destruction. Things will burn at some point. If people get deported, people will cause mass destruction. Vandalism will be daily. Listen, I can't say that he's, not telling the truth. Have you heard what they're doing in Jackson County, Tennessee? White folks are going back to before the civil rights era. They have evil, defective DNA. Let's see what they're doing in Jackson. I'm just going to Google quickly Jackson, Tennessee. So this is what Wednesdays are going to be about. If you want to see what the people are saying, and get some questions answered that way. Let's see what the news is. Okay, there was a pewing. So I'm going to have to research that because I don't see anything other than, people want. I don't see anything that's sticking out. Let me do a few more. And again, if you have questions, put them in the comments or in the chat, excuse me, or you can join with the link that was included. Okay, so Your white folks only stole everything my black ancestors built as slaves in America and claimed it as their own. White folks even stole my ancestors. Okay, this is an interesting comment. Okay, let's go to the next one. All African Americans, it is time for us to go home. I'm not reading all of this. There's a tribe, have you saying, if you take a wolf and lock her in a cage, she will do everything in her power to escape. But if she have pups, they will never try to escape. The female wolf. Okay, so basically we got to go. What we need to worry about is 15 million immigrants taking over our country. Okay, so those of you that were here for the purge conversation, we talked about what they're doing to the marginalized communities here, and he's worried about the wrong things. Hello, Kim. Thanks for the reminder of passport changes. I definitely want to make the changes and have family follow through as well. Keep up the good work. This is what I do this for, like literally. Thank you so much. We did that. It's time to stop calling yourself a crayon color. There are no such people as Black people. So that we talked about this in another live as well. Listen, on this channel, I will refer to people as Black, and I'm going to tell you why. I worked in multicultural media for a very long time. I also went to a HBCU. If I start saying African American, there will be just as many people upset because they don't claim Africa or because they're from the Caribbean and they rather be called Caribbean American. And so for the sake of just being all encompassing of people from the diaspora, Africans from the diaspora, I choose to use the term Black. If that does not work for you, I totally get it. I've had this conversation for decades, but on this channel, we will use the term Black. I don't mean to offend anyone. It is just so that we create a more broad umbrella and hopefully more of us can unify, because those people that don't associate with African American will, I mean, this is why we in trouble. We can't just be okay with, anyway, God bless you. I did not know any ranking. Thank you, Kim. I'm so happy. You know what? This week, there are a lot more positive comments. I just don't even understand. Last week, it was, I'm a white woman and I'm about to bounce. And then somebody else said Ellen DeGeneres. Oh, how did they see it? Ellen DeGeneres and her wife got their home up for sale in Santa Barbara, California. They're bouncing to Europe. That's right. You're not the only white person to get the hell out of Dodge. God bless. Like, yes. Yes. Okay. I don't know what dragging means, but okay. These are illegal immigrants. The folks he's trying to bounce are illegal immigrants who came here with bogus claims of asylum. These same folks are getting what Black communities should be getting. Let me see what the comments are saying. Ciao. I'm going to leave that alone. After your passport, oh yeah, we talked about, then you said from Mexico, great. Then I sent the StreamYard link. Okay. Good to know, Mexican temp residency. Thank you. Yes, Patricia. And if you're over 60, some consulates are 62, you could apply for permanent residency, even if you're not retired. AC Anita Creations. Hi, hey, good to see you. You're right, Kim. They know we're mobilizing, hence the censorship of all of the helpful comments that were withheld. Oh, listen. Listen, those were some peaceful comments. But they don't want us. Y'all pray. Just keep me in prayer. Don't come after me, y'all. Like I'm doing the work of the good Lord. But yeah, that's what they're doing. They want to stifle us trying to get in community and build strength. So yeah, Interesting. I'm not tech savvy, but everyone remember to shut down your phone and restart it again. Oh, WM, help stop the spyware. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because you know what, I very rarely shut my phone down. I don't keep it near. I try not to keep it near me, when I'm sleeping. But I don't really shut it down often. Thank you. Oh, Stephanie, thank you, thank you. I need my militia. Oh no, not militia. Excuse me. I need my people. YouTube be tripping. So this probably won't get a lot of views. My question is, will the man that thinks we should worry about the 15 million Emmys taking over the country, is he or his children or grandchildren going to do the work? So that's why I said I'm not going to say anything, because they just want us back picking strawberries, picking whatever they have the Emmys picking right now. This is what this is about. Like, who shall? And it just it breaks my heart, because there's not enough urgency, I think, surrounding this conversation. And the fact that he has control of every branch of government right now, that's the most concerning point, because the challenges won't be as great as if he didn't have the control. And the people that they're putting in office, listen, yeah. Oh, you are my protector. I so appreciate it. Cute, cool. 60 years of age. Tell me more. Patricia, what do you want to know more of? Before I get back to the comments, let me know what you want to know more of. I know it takes a while to type it, so. Oh yeah, and I meant, that's right, LaRonda, and the Supreme Court, child. So I truly hope that it's not as bad as my mind is telling me it's going to be over the 4 years. Like, I'm not even just talking about next year. That's why I'm like, that the urgency is now, because we do have some time. So I'm trying to figure out a way to develop like an accountability group of the gemstones for people who really want to get this work done, get things done. Because I have one for my investing group, but I just need to figure it out for this group, because this movement is kind of new on this channel. And so I want to figure out the most effective way for those of us who literally want to act and execute on whatever it is that you need to do. I want to be able to bring us together and do that. Oh, Patricia, you're talking about Mexican residency. Yeah, didn't you say that already? Yeah, you said good to know Mexico tent residency. Yeah. So as I mentioned, I'm a Mexican resident. Oh, I put it up. I always show, when I'm having consultation calls, I always show because it's not a green card. They say it's a green card, but it's actually beige. It used to be green. And I show my visa, my Mexican, it's called the Kanye, to my clients to kind of help motivate. So definitely, start the process now and join tomorrow, because like I said, it will, if you're pondering, it will help you not ponder and start acting. So let's go through some more. And if you don't have any more questions, we won't be here for 2 hours. I'm going to do probably like 10 more, see what the questions are in the chat. And then I will let people go to... Oh, somebody told me I have a Jamaican, she has that Jamaica nose. I'm not Jamaican. Oh, anyway, I'm African American and proud of it. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the spicy comments. You people must be tethers. So yes, flee. Foundational Black Americans are not going anywhere. This is our home. So as I mentioned before, we don't know if these are bots. We don't know if these are infiltrators. We don't know what these people are, but it doesn't sound like a Black person to me. So again, this is what we're going to have to deal with for the next foreseeable future as this country completely changes. You see, before that's the first comment on features that I got, so that's interesting. But there are some spicy comments that I get. So let's see. Oh, here comes one. One is coming. You see, before the first Grump, and then after Floyd, white people didn't know that y'all hated us and wanted to get rid of us. What? We see it every day now. Open hate against whites. So yes, you will be purged. And if the government doesn't do it, the people will. Oh, Lord. See, let's stay here for 1 minute. Child, y'all think I'm lying. Y'all think I'm fear-mongering. There is someone else who talked about, they live in North Carolina, in Charlotte, or right on the outsides of Charlotte, like, so not in uptown Charlotte, but on the outskirts of Charlotte, in Mecklenburg County. And they were saying that where they are, there's a lot of woods and everything. They've been there for years. They hear pew training like never before. And it's not us that's doing the training. Every day through the night, they're out there pewing. And so that's why I say, if you are in a community where you don't feel safe, your children are at risk, please, please, please develop a plan, because this is truly serious. There was also on television, and I brought this up the other day or yesterday, or the day I did the video with the Beverly Hills High School. There was a young 12-year-old, 13-year-old girl who got off the bus, young black girl who they tried to kidnap. She fought them off. She got away. But the news, instead of referring to her as a young child or girl, they were like, young woman. This young woman was able to fight off her attackers. She's 12, 13 years old. This corporate media, tied in with the government, tied in with these people making these comments, is why I do this, why I'm committed to doing this every day, because this is serious. And I hear other things that are so much more advanced than the average person knows for planning. This is why I'm doing this. And like I said, I know we can't take everyone with us with whatever our plan is. So you may just want to move to another town, and your sister is like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying right here. They're going to have to come for me. Leave them. Leave them. Protect your babies. Like, everyone's not going to say, okay, I get it, I'm going to go. But this is real. And there's a lot of comments like this. I mean, like I said, I haven't checked. This is just 3 days ago. I've been doing this for 2 weeks, and these are in the health comments right here. So here's someone else. So run away like cowards. Yeah, because that's what Dr. King, Malcolm, and Huey did. Spineless decisions by flakes that never had the courage to fight and wanted politicians to do everything for them. Go ahead and bounce. Y'all the reasons the Black community suffers. Real ones fight. Dr. King, Malcolm, Huey. First of all, his thing didn't make sense. But at the end of the day, we could fight, but we could also take a rest. What we fighting for? The odds, listen, it's like me trying to say, if Mike Tyson swings on me, I'm running. I'm running as fast as I can, not even looking back, and would not feel no way about it, because the odds are stacked against me. I can't beat him. It's just being realistic with what's going on. And these are, listen, let's keep going. The crazy thing is, you did it Oh, this is an old one. This was my this is my CMOS video that has like 150,000, 60,000 views, something like that. So anyway, like I said, I talk about health here as well. Okay, this is a good one. Stop fear mongering. My God, 10 million foreign illegals, unvetted aliens flooding our borders these past 4 years. Oh, I thought it was 15 million. Get it? I mean, that's a whole 5 million difference. Somebody else said 15 million, you're saying 10. It's time to shut that ish down. Unless you live in a sanctuary city, you have no idea. That's probably why our status has dropped. Oh, she's saying that our status has dropped because of illegals that are in the country. Ciao, 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 ciao. I'm gonna read like 4 more and see if there's comments. And if there's not, again, the link is in the comments. I mean, in the chat. If you want to join live, if not, that's cool too. But I just want to give people the opportunity to come up and ask questions. Oh, this is interesting. You are a deserter. This was 4 days ago. Where were you at? Wait, where were you at? You stay there. This piece of garbage is a deserter. So when things get a little bit right in this country, then she gonna sneak her little self back here, not putting in any work. Oh no, I will not. Oh no, I will not. This is somebody who obviously, first of all, if it's a real person, I don't know, has never been anywhere because they have sold us a dream that this is the best place on earth. And it's really not. It's really not. It's really not. I'll do one more. Get a clue. They are coming here, not going to move there. And they are coming here to enjoy the fruits of our work. Okay. Someone else said, guess what? I have also U.S. citizenship. I enjoy the fruits of my work, both in my home country and in the USA. You lazy arses don't do ish, but enjoy the fruits of our work. Oh, I think that, what? Keep enjoying your EBT and food stamps while my kids are in training to rule you. Let's just read one more. I wish some of y'all go back to your country. Kim, I'm not going anywhere with you using the word racist, Walter Plecker Black. Another one who can't deal with the word black. Not going anywhere. My ancestors sacrificed for our people. I might have read that. If you want to leave, the door is open. Use it. I already said I was using it. I didn't need your permission. This is the funniest thing. Like, oh my gosh. It is absolutely comical. So let's go ahead. Every branch in the Supreme Court. Yes. Mexico residency. I left NYC when Obama was president because I predicted this was coming. Having a passport is step one, but it's useless without a plan to actually leave. 100%. If you plan on moving abroad, a passport's not going to, it will, it's better than not having one, right? So but you will have to hop around. You can't just plant yourself in another country indefinitely. So you'll have to be there based on the terms of their visa. And once that visa is up, then you have to go someplace else. And people do that. Like there's nomadic people that do that. They don't get residency, but they'll go to someplace that has 180 days on their visa. When that visa is up, they'll go someplace else where there's 180 days on their visa. And I have a video. I always say I'll try to put it in the description that talks about places that have easy residency but yeah, you don't have to bop around. But yeah, so there's people that never get residency, but definitely travel around the world. But you just have to be nomadic. You have to be willing to get up and leave when your visa is up. Can someone tell you the Mexican consulate in South Carolina? I actually have that open. I don't know. Is there one in South Carolina? Let me just confirm. And this is going to be, I'm going to have a list of all the consulates in the U.S. for Mexico available tomorrow in the description of the live video. So if anyone is interested in that, it's not just a list, it's a clickable download where you can go directly to the consulate and find out all of their requirements. Hold on one second. All of the requirements for that particular consulate, because they're all different. Every consulate is different. So you don't, what requirements work at one consulate in the US will not apply in another. So give me one second. Let me just see if there's a consulate in South Carolina. Okay, I have to do search find. So there's like 53 consulates in the US. Carolina. I know there's in North Carolina. Yeah, there's not one in South. The closest one, I won't say the closest. They have in Atlanta, and they also have in Raleigh, North Carolina. There's not a Mexican consulate in South Carolina. Let me see. Go back to. Okay. So you're from South Carolina. Okay. Fort South. Yeah. So unfortunately, there is not a consulate in South Carolina, but there are probably, I don't know. You said you are in Spartanburg. Is that Patricia? No, that's WM. Yeah, so I don't know which one would be closer to you, because they do have in North Carolina and they have in Georgia, but nothing in South Carolina. So yeah. So I don't know if anyone has any more questions, but if you don't, I'll give it like 30 more seconds. I'm just going to remind you, tomorrow at 10:30, we will be discussing, let me give you the exact title. Hold on one second. So I'm not. So tomorrow at 10:30, the topic will be going to Mexico, not so fast. What's really going on at the border? So there are some new things happening that weren't happening before for people who are looking to possibly not only just get residency, but just go and, get a 180-day visa, which, may or may not be the case. So that is tomorrow at 10:30. We are off on Thursday. We are going to enjoy community. We're going to enjoy in family, or we're going to enjoy rest, whatever it is that floats your boat. Because truth be told, this is not a joyous time of the year for me. I will be with family, but I will also be resting and working on some follow-up with some of the people, some of my recent clients. And then remember to check the description box, because there are resources there for those who are serious and really looking for help, where you don't have to scour the internet and try to find these links. There are resource guides. So the From Here to There resource guide, and let me just read what that says for new people who may be here, because people who have downloaded and gotten it have been quite, somebody made a comment I posted in my community tab, and was it WM or W squared? I can't remember, but quite pleased with it, and other people that have commented in my inbox. But let me just read exactly what the From Here to There book is about. Hold on one second. So if you're planning a move abroad, basically we know it's not an easy task. It can be complex. That requires meticulous organization and resourcefulness. I've compiled a list of diverse online resources that can assist you in making your transition as smooth as possible. These websites cover various aspects of moving, including visa information, housing, job search, cultural assimilation, and financial planning. So if you want to save time and plan your move abroad with ease, then this downloadable ebook is for you. It covers 8 of the most sought after destinations for Black Americans, including Canada, Costa Rica, Kenya, Mexico, Panama, Portugal, South Africa, and the United Kingdom. And the good news is, for those of you that don't know, not only is it on sale until Friday, it's been on sale, it'll be 3 weeks. But if you do get this guide, when the larger guide comes out, which will cover, depending on who I have all the information from, it will be anywhere from like 60 to 70 other countries. If you decide to get that guide as well, you will get a discount code for the price that you paid for this resource guide, because it will be duplicate information. And I definitely don't want anyone to spend their hard-earned coin on the same information. So you don't have to get the larger guide. If these places are for you, just use this guide. But if you're looking for other places like Malaysia or, places Southeast Asia, all of that will be in the larger guide. I'm just waiting for the 2025 confirmed requirements for people who want residency or to get visas or whatever. And that's not available yet for a lot of countries. It's almost ready to go. I'm just waiting for the confirmed government thumbs up that this is what the requirements will be for 2025. And so again, check the description box and you will find the link there. So let me get back to the channel. Perfect. Okay. All righty. So I thank everyone for tuning in this evening. Those who can come back tomorrow. Oh, and so I wanted to also speak to Patricia if you're still here. There's a Facebook group called 60 Plus Expats, Black Women Expats, I think is the name. She tunes in here from time to time, but you may want to go to Facebook and request to follow her page. She also I think has a YouTube channel, but definitely start with the Facebook page and you can definitely get some information that is relevant to your needs. And I'm also working to bring her on this channel as well. So, oh, you're welcome, WM. You are so welcome. Casper, you are welcome as well. W squared. Oh, thank you. And listen, this is bringing me so much joy. And when I read those comments from those cuckoo birds, it just adds fuel to my fire. And so, like I said, going live and trying to figure it out and schedule it is not easy, but it's worth it because I know there will be people that will get their passports, that will get their birth certificates, that will get their social security cards. It will ultimately save some people's lives, save some people's sanity, have some people, have their stay ready plan, their residency or whatever. So I will continue to do this as long as God says so. So thank you so much to my gemstones. Thank you for all the gems as always, Kim. We'll be back tomorrow. Need to know what's going on. Yeah, child. Like, it's about to get hot in here. So that's why anybody's interested in getting their residency, we don't have time to twiddle our thumbs. We don't have time to convince 85 people in our family. We have to put on somebody said it last night, put on our oxygen mask first. Anita, oh, you're so welcome. AC Anita Creations. Stephanie, thank you, Kim and chat. Everyone be well. And yes, happy Thanksgiving. We'll be back tomorrow. Whoever, can join live, great. If not, catch the replay. If you're interested in Mexican residency information, or not just residency, but even going across the border and what that looks like now. So I will see everyone tomorrow. If I miss you tomorrow, we're back on Friday. I'm working out the time for that. It will probably be in the evening, but I just need to confirm that. And I know all you Black Friday shoppers are going to be out shopping anyway. But if you are shopping for people, remember the gift of a passport is invaluable. So they don't need those extra pair of sneakers is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, until tomorrow, guys, you have a good night. Thank you. Cheers to my gemstones. Take care. Bye.